So I did another Toys for Tots match. It was fun. It was different. And it took place in Charleston, South Carolina. Stick around and find out what took place. What's up, good people? This is Michael Woodland of M-W Tactical, and if you're new to the M-W Tactical channel, please hit the like, subscribe, and follow us on our journey within the 2A community. This week, we're going to talk about the match that took place in Charleston, South Carolina at Palmetto Gun Club. First of all, this is a beautiful range. They dumped some serious money into this range. It's by far spectacular. The only thing about it is when the weather is bad, meaning when it rains, they cancel the match. So it's something up with the irrigation at the range. I'm not a landscaper of anything, so I don't know why that is. But every match that I had there has always been fun. Right? So this is a range that has unlimited resources when it comes to the shooters. You know what I'm saying? So you can't take away from the range. It's very beautiful. I don't know how many times I got to say that. The range is beautiful. So here's stage one for me at the Palmetto Gun Club Toys for Tots match. And this is the second time I did a stage there, whereas you had to utilize a golf cart. Yes, a golf cart. You had to take certain targets from the golf cart to prevent people from shooting the golf cart. Because the last time we did a golf cart at Palmetto Gun Club, someone shot the golf cart. Okay, so now everybody has to be seated when they're taking shots from the golf cart. You'll hear my friends in the background giving me a hard time, and of course, everybody gives everybody a hard time when they're on the range. So it's part of the community. It's part of just having fun in general. So you can't take it to heart. Trust me, I joke back, but my friends who were doing the recording and of course the peanut gallery spectating constantly gives me a hard time. I'm cool with it. I'm cool with it. Either way you look at it. All right. My reloading. If you ever notice in this video, throughout the video, you're going to see me when I'm reloading to the left, it looks a little strange. That's something I've been working on for the past couple months, 6-7 months, because of the fact when I first started shooting, when I was moving to the left, I felt like one time, maybe 2 or 3, I was erroneously DQ'd. But you have to be careful when reloading, going from right to left, because of breaking that 180 line that travels with you on the stage. And another thing, I almost forgot the steal. The last shot, I almost forgot it. And for whatever reason, my stage plan wasn't ingrained in my brain like it should have been. But check out stage one and tell me what you think. Just put it on there.
It's going to be loaded on the table, yes.
Just try to find his good side. I'm not sure either.
I don't think there's a good side.
I'm holding the reins. You're holding the reins.
Both hands?
Both hands on the reins, yep. Are you ready? Stand by. If you want to finish on those quickly.
If you listen to the M-W Tactical podcast, you know I like doing small stages with a lot of stuff going on within them. This stage is a small stage with a lot going on. So you could have ran it 3 or 4 different ways. The way I decided to run it, I decided to move off the exit from my second position going into my third position back to the upper right hand corner of the stage, because of the fact I was using that time to mitigate the reload, to find my sights, to get eyes on target. The only difference is I was not low enough on this stage when I was moving, and I felt it, and then I actually seen it when I went back and watched the video. And then of course, you gotta give my buddy Rob Ravina, Pandalorian, for ROing. And we're gonna talk about my man Rob here in a little bit. But let's check out this little fun stage and tell me what you think about this one.
And done.
Make ready. Your hands relax. It says hands relax the sides. Are you ready? Stand by. You were leaning.
Oh my goodness, dude, really?
You were leaning.
All right, here we go.
Are you ready? Stand by. If you are finished, unload and show clear. It's clear.
Stage 3 was a 3-position stage, and you had a weighted sack in your hand upon start, and you had to drop it to get the activators to get both swingers going. So now you had a choice, whereas after you drop the bag onto the activator, you could have stayed at that one position, loaded your firearm, and start engaging the swingers and the steel, and then make a determination going left or right. The squad before us, it seemed like everybody was staying in the middle and then going left or right and engaging the rest of the stage. Majority of our squad was going to the left, whereas I was the only one, well maybe 2 people on the squad went to the right first and then finished on the left. For whatever reason, it just made more sense because I wanted those extra rounds in case I happened to miss the steal or I had to do extra makeup on the swingers, and I wasn't doing a flat foot reload right there to do another reload going off to the left hand side. Whereas I was pushing it kind of close if I was to go to the left first, then go into the middle, and then going all the way to the right. Like I said, this was an interesting stage, but I do believe moving off the start and allowing the swingers to slow down a little bit, you know, taking care of everything, you know, on left or right, whichever way, was the better way to run this stage. But one thing I could have done better was on the first position onto the right, I could have started retreating instead of just staying there, because you had to go in deep on one of those targets, the far target on the right hand side. But I could have started retreating and then, you know, go ahead and make it to my second position. But check out the stage and let's see what you think.
Are you ready?
When you gave up your pursuit,
Stand by.
fuck the turkey.
Do it again, man.
We need to.
Dude.
Let's go, Brandon. Every time you're on,
Are you ready?
hold on down.
Stand by.
You already paid for it.
Yeah, that's right.
You paid for it.
All right, stage 4. Of course, stage 4 is one of the start positions that I really don't like within the sport of competition shooting. If if you ever watch a video and you see me doing an unloaded start, I literally slow myself down so I can make sure I got complete control of that firearm. Now, of course, if you understand the rules, if you don't have complete control of the firearm, that is a DQ. And say like if I was grabbing the firearm and it slid across the barrel and I go to catch it, that could be ruled as a DQ. When I go to grab the firearm when it's loaded and it's not coming out of my holster, I really take my time picking it up and make sure it's seated in my hand just to be safe. Now, this was another stage that had a hard lean, just like stage 2. And these leans, man, woof, that last lean, it put pressure on my knees and my back the way I had to. I couldn't get down low enough, I couldn't get up high enough, and it was just, I had to turn the firearm to the side and find the perfect angle. But on the back 2 targets on the lean, I did get a Alpha Charlie and 2 Charlie. But look at it, weigh it out, and let's see how you made a determination on this stage run.
I think I've already lost. Dropping like
I ran that one in 11.
at least 1 second per stage.
I've only had 1 line.
I'm averaging 1 per stage. This was probably my best run so far.
You're warming up.
Are you ready?
Well,
Stand by.
Trying to keep up with you speed-wise. Cost me some mics. Good exercise.
You're finished. Unload, show clear. It's clear. Hammer down. Holster. Range is clear. 2, 2, 4, 3. Alpha Charlie.
Looks smooth, Mike.
Thank you, sir.
Alpha Charlie.
Stage 5. Stage 5 took place at the Big Bay. So there was a lot going on with this one stage. And the way I broke it down into 3 segments. Okay, so the first segment is everything that took place at the first half of the stage. The second half of the stage I broke down into 2 parts, meaning that you had to activate the swinger behind the wall and then get over to the open space because of the drop turn. And then you had to activate the second drop turn right next to that drop turn you just shot at, still shoot another target that was behind the barrel to come into the final position, which was a popper activated swinger that was real fast with another target right next to it. So those are 3 stages, how I broke it up into 3 pieces on that one stage. Now, when you watch this run, I felt real good going into it. Everything felt like it was smooth. Everything felt fast. Activated the drop turn, and I just sat there and I just waited. Of course, if you remember the match I had in Florida, whereas when I'm sitting there hitting the activator, the RO was saying, hey, you gotta activate it, buddy, which was the wrong call. I wasn't worried about that call this time around, but I already know I am not gonna stop myself. I was gonna wait for the RO to say stop, and I just froze. So that could be a learning lesson for somebody who's new into shooting, or if you're somebody who wants to get confrontational, don't get confrontational. Just sit there and just wait. Somebody's gonna ask you why you froze or whatever the case may be. So that's just something I do off of conversations with another buddy of mine that shoots. But let's go ahead and look at stage 5, the first run, and tell me what you think.
Yeah, that's going to be my toughest shot, I think.
Huh?
Trying to come into that one on the move.
I think practically standing still when shoot these 2 is just a slight move. Just 2 ways.
Are you ready? Stand by. Stop.
Saw how the first half went. Like I said, I felt good going into it. So now I hurry up, went back, reseated my magazines, so I'm topped off again. I'm ready for the second run. I had the option, whereas I could have waited to go last, but I asked the shooter who was after me if I could go ahead and get my spot back and shoot the stage because I was feeling good going into it. But when the timer went off, I didn't have the same vibe. It just happens when you shoot. So now what took place was everything didn't feel the same as I started off because I had to take 2 or 3 shots at the first piece of steel. Came out and I was running the same stage plan, but when I got to the second part of the stage, it seemed like everything was out of order for me. It seemed like I zoned out for a little bit. I thought I hit still. I didn't activate the second drop turn. And then on the final, when I hit the popper that activated the quick target as it came up, I didn't shoot it according to my game plan. So I did something at first and I came back and tried to do my game plan and it was like chaos, but it was still fun. It was still fun. But look at it and tell me what you think.
Are you ready? Stand by. You're finished, unloaded, show clear.
So here we are with stage 6. Stage 6 was my final stage of the day. Of course, I love shooting still. I don't know what happened on the first half of the still. All right, I left one still standing, but I wasn't doing my normal routine when it came to still. And when after I did the reload and did the second half, everything felt like it was in sync. But the first half, it was like a juggling act. It just didn't vibe well for me. Now, the one still that I left standing, honestly, I thought I hit it. But looking at the video, I don't even think I shot at it because it just kind of blended in my mind. You know, honest mistake, but hey, a miss is a miss, however you want to look at it. But an all still stage, man, 2 thumbs up for me. But the way I ran it, man, I don't think I did it fast as I could have. But then again, shooter error, however you want to look at it. But it was still fun to me. So check out stage 6 and tell me what you think.
Are you ready? Stand by. If you are finished, unload, show clear. If clear, hammer down, holster.
So there you have it. 6 stages. Another Toys for Tots match. I love it. I love it. Love doing something like this for the children. Of course, for any great cause that's out there. But the Toys for Tots match, if I can possibly do 3 Toys for Tots matches next year, it's going to happen. You know what I'm saying? It's going to happen. Right now, I know Mid-Carolina is slated. Possibly Palmetto Gun Club again in Charleston, South Carolina. But leave in the comments where is a Toys for Tots match taking place in your area. And we might happen to show up and shoot your Toys for Tots match. But also, if you listen to the M-W Tactical Podcast, you heard me express that I'm declaring war on somebody. If you paid attention to those videos, Did you see how my buddy Rob Ravina, Pandalorian, was all rowing me? You know what I'm saying? He gonna sit there and ask me if I'm ready. Instead of hitting the timer, he let me fall over. I'm declaring war on Rob Ravina. That's the bottom line. I'm coming after you, Rob, and I'm saying it right here so everybody can hear it. You better get ready. I'm on your heels. Also, once again, if you're new to this channel, please hit the follow, like, and subscribe button. Hit the bell so you can be notified anytime we place a video up. Also, if you haven't listened to the M-W Tactical Podcast, please do so. Look for this link in the description, and then check out all the fun we're also having. Also, to stay in the Christmas spirit, I got this cool shirt that I have made. All firearms representing the Christmas tree with the M-W Tactical logo as the ornament. So as we always say, happy holidays to everyone. Check out the smack talking that's about to go down between me and Rob, because the fun is about to begin. Until the next match review, y'all take care. Keep shooting, keep practicing, and have fun. I'm going to do some dry fire. Rob, I'm coming.